But football without fans is nothing. It can be the greatest game in the world. If there are no people there to watch it, it becomes nothing.
Johnston. And a goal by Johnston. That makes it 2 by him.
We were magnificent. Magnificent.
Larson. Oh, he's in. Henrik Larsson. That is sensational. Nakamura.
The game is over. The Rebels have won.
He's done it! Jarvis put it in, and without a doubt, the European Cup is on its way.
We'll never stop. We'll stop at half time and we'll stop at the end of the game when we celebrate.
Ooh, another close one, Dale. Double Judge podcast, Derek O'Reilly, Celtic Supporters podcast. Match has just finished. Aberdeen 2, Celtic 3. Another one so for the chest, mate. How are you, buddy?
All right, mate. Listen, we can't. We're not going to go through the full season and have a week like we did last week, mate, and skip the Huns, and then go to a very, very tough venue like Fir Park and move on to Pittodrie and do exactly the same thing. I was very, very confident tonight getting up there. First half was phenomenal, mate. I've shaved all the barnet and the beard now. I'm just going to take my hat off.
Are you starting one of the fake Just Giving pages or something?
Fake Just Giving, mate. Beard off and all that.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Aye, that's terrible. Mate, listen, it's another 3 points in the bag, which is going to be a very, very long last 13, 14 games of the season in the league. So, first half just was so fluent again, wasn't it? It was reminiscent of the derby, and it was reminiscent of Fir Park at the weekend. And listen, you need to tip your hat to Aberdeen the first 20-25 minutes of the second half, mate. They came out and gave it a go, didn't they?
You look at the first half, Delry, and Celtic were fluent. They were in the mojo again. Aberdeen were fucking booing fucking every single time after the Celtic scored 2 goals. You know what I mean? They were they were raging. They were about to pack it in. And second half comes in, and Aberdeen get a wee bit of a renaissance, and they come and have a go at us. And that's what happens when you kind of switch off and don't keep up the standards. You know what I mean?
That's it, mate. That's it. I'm just going to tag a couple of the boys in the chat, mate. There's a few of the boys.
There's Kevin Carr saying, "Can you turn the TV down?" It's no actually a TV. It's because Dell's usually get earphones. You need to wear earphones sometimes on these, and you get interference. But
Do you want me to put mine on?
Have you got a pair? I thought you're dug at them.
Fucking eats everything else, I cut.
Oh well, there we are. So that's what happens, guys, when you watch. You can actually influence what goes on. You know what I mean?
I don't know if this will make any difference. Any better?
Oh, it's magic, sir. Magic.
There we go. So
there you are, Kevin.
We're obviously going to talk about the game, but I spoke to Paddy in a half podcast just to ask him to just to mention a wee something, just to highlight stuff out with Fitba that's so relevant to me in 2022, but it highlights the kind of people that feel the need to bring this fucking crazy stuff up in 2022, and people are committing suicide, and folk can't afford their fucking electricity bills, and folk can't afford to feed their wains and all that. So apologies for the in-depth stuff, but I'm from Motherwell in Lanarkshire. I now stay in Wishaw, so a club in Wishaw called the Unionist Club today sent an email to the Wishaw Press, North Lanarkshire Council, and whoever else they may have sent it to. And Paddy's gladly let me kind of speak about this for 5 minutes and then we'll go on to the football. So today the Unionist Club in Wishaw, or a couple of days ago, said, due to the recent sight of a foreign flag outside a public house in Wishaw, which is the Cross Keys Bar, which is the Wishaw Emerald, one of the oldest Celtic supporters club in Scotland. Many residents of Wishaw feel disrespected by this. The people of the UK, it's nothing short of an insult of the people who were killed and tortured in World War II. With this in mind, I would like to urge everyone who reads this to send an email to the licensing board in North Lanarkshire Government asking why this has been allowed. The reply from the Cross Keys in Wishaw, who are a fantastic club, by the way, and do a lot for local charities as well. Due to the screenshots circling on social media, we feel we should make a comment to alleviate any concerns after the well-publicised racist abuse suffered by a high-profile Japanese sporting figure by a certain club in Scotland. We tried to make them feel welcome. We flew the flag outside the pub. Unfortunately, some people seem reluctant to move on from events that happened 80 years ago. To suggest that the flag of Japan is anti-act of British establishment is nothing short of ludicrous. The question needs to be asked, would this issue be an issue if it was flew outside of a Japanese restaurant, or is it only an issue because it is flown outside of an establishment known as a Celtic supporters club in Wishaw? So I know we're here to talk about the game, but I know you as well as me, Paddy, like to kind of talk about things off point. So that's all I wanted to say. I don't know if you've got any points of view on what I've just said, but I thought it was fucking ridiculous, but very, very. I thought it's something to expect for them now, mate.
Mate, I'm glad you were able to get that out, because I know it's something that's kind of close to you, and it's something that's used. They use the proper word, right, and it's ludicrous, right, but it's actually laughable, the kind of depths that these fucking idiots get to. Do you know what I mean? They're the first ones to get to fucking roam the streets and give it. We can do what we want, but then they're the first to fucking try and grass you in and get you shut down. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
yep.
Good on the boys for the Cross Keys for putting out a great statement. And I hope that what they do, mate, is just stick 2 fingers up to them and tell them to go and take a fuck for themselves.
And that was the boys for the Tommy Gemmell Celtic Supporters Club in Craig Newk for the King Lud Bar. So big up to them. And thanks to Paddy and the boys for the Jungle Gyms, my good comrades, for letting me share it, mate. So on you go, brother. It's your show, the football.
No worries at all, mate. Aye.
Getting the hat back on, mate. Look at that fucking Coneheed.
Aye, you look like that guy for fucking the Crystal Maze, you know what I mean? I'll just jump into a couple of comments now, mate.
Yes, mate.
And so, obviously, back to the football after that. After this one, Atomic Destructor. For a start, they're wrong. The Imperial Japanese flag was the sunburst, yet Unionist flag, the Butcher's Apron, British Empire flag. Well, there you are. You know what I mean?
Cheers, brother.
Kevin Carr, superb. Right, back to fucking some stuff that's actually relevant. Well, it's actually fucking newsworthy. Celtic 3, Aberdeen 2. Dale,
Jesus.
The last time we were in Pittodrie, it was a different set of circumstances. It was the start of the season. It was October. We had been on a bit of a downward trajectory, even though obviously the season before was a bit of a shithole. The last time we came up to Pittodrie, mate, for many folks, it was make or break. If we didn't win that game, we were going into the international break another 3 points behind.
Aye.
Thankfully,
that was the game that changed our season, mate.
Yes, mate. And thankfully, the man that managed to pop up with the winning goal was Jota. And again tonight, mate, the guy that popped up with the winning goal again tonight was Jota.
Yes.
First goal was the man Jota. Brilliant. Fucking what a signing this guy's turned out to be. Even when he's not at his best, he's still popping up with goals like that. And the guy that scored the other goal was your namesake, O'Reilly, who again, I thought he put in a really good performance tonight. and obviously set up one of the goals for Jota.
Aye. I thought the first half again was very kind of Fir Park and Derby. Cheers, Kyle. I've texted Big Dutch and that for the Tommy Gemmell and the keys and that. I've told them that we're on the night, so they'll be quite glad they've just had a wee punt, mate, just to listen to these fucking clowns. But aye, mate, aye. The Jota game a few months back was one of the games that was a massive turning point. We had our wee sticky patches in between, i.e. your Livingston's, Dundee United's, Ross County again, massive turning point. And again, you could probably look back at the end of the season and count the night again as another turning point. No as in bad performances, but drawn to each, nicking that second goal, mate, third goal. But overall, mate, the changes we made, Ralston obviously coming in for Juranovic again. I thought without getting Ralston stick, Paddy, and he got a lot of stick at the start of the season. I thought Ralston done well tonight. I really did. But I think you'd notice massively that Juranovic is a Croatian internationalist and Ralston's no. I think Ralston had a decent enough game tonight, by the way. I really did.
Listen, see if he's a guy that can come in and deputise and play wherever he has to play.
Yeah,
I'll be happy with that, mate. And if he turns in a good performance when he's called upon, that's great. If he can try and push Juranovic, that's up to him. But obviously, Juranovic, as you say, Croatian internationalist, Celtic first choice right back as it stands. He's out tonight. We don't actually know why yet, because I think Postecoglou was not asked during the media segments before the game, so there's been nothing said yet. But there's a couple of rumours, but I don't think it's anything too long term or suspicious or injury or anything like that. So hopefully we'll see him back after the game at the weekend. Hopefully,
as long as he's no kicking cats with Kurt Zuma, we're all right, isn't we? I should probably keep this to Friday, shouldn't I?
Aye. By the way, what a wanker that, isn't it? Have you seen that video?
Aye, mate. Aye, and kind of this sounds me like a Friday shite talk, but aye, I've been listening to Talk Sport today, mate, and I've been listening to whoever else I need to listen to, and I don't know. I listened to David Moyes, who I've got big respect for as an Everton fan, but I thought the way the club have went about it is, I don't even think you have to be an animal lover to understand how disgusting that was, especially with the kids here. I'm honestly more disappointed as Moyes in West Ham backing him to actually play in the game and say it's an internal thing and blah blah blah. I thought it was absolute bullshit, to be honest with you. I thought it was fucking disgusting, man, especially in front of a child. Terrible.
Aye, I never actually saw the video until the day later on, but it was fucking shocking. But it was good that he actually played and the support actually fucking gave him a roasting.
Aye,
that was better than hiding the cunt away. But anyway, we'll not speak about fucking absolute pricks.
Aye, let's get the game sorted.
Aye, sorry guys, back to Aberdeen.
Shut this door off for you, because
you batter in, mate. I'll get a couple of comments up. Brian, part my chance there. Tell you what though, first 25 minutes were irresistible. Aye, absolutely. Kyle Kirkwood, tough 3 games, 9 out of 9. We march on, absolutely, and that's the most important thing. You know what I mean? We've came through these games.
Yep.
The majority of the games you've seen excellent football, but tonight was all about grinding the result. Even though Aberdeen had equalised to make it 2-2, and we've automatically been basically right up the pitch and scored again. You know what I mean? So that's the sign of champions. That's the sign of winners. That's the sign of fighters. You know what I mean?
Aye. Aberdeen's always going to be a very, very hard place to go. I was in the office today and I was talking to a couple of my handmates. I'm just hanging because the rain's in bed, and normally if I've got 2 earphones on, I'm like, I was speaking to a couple of the Rangers boys in the work today, and they were saying, you used to go to Pittodrie and they'll lie down. They do this and they don't do fuck all. And I'm going, right, okay. Pittodrie and Fir Park, and I don't think if you're part of a Celtic or Servco team, whenever you've got an away game, it's a hard game. I don't think you can look at previous results. I just heard at the end of the game there that Aberdeen haven't beat us at Pittodrie for 6 years. 2016. Hope I'm good at maths. Is that right? Aye.
No.
That's 6 years ago.
That's gonna guy, mate.
Aye, but I just think that I don't think it matters where you go if you're Celtic or Rangers. I think it's been proved that Celtic played East Kilbride a few years ago, beat them 2-0. Rangers struggled at such and such a place. I just think you're fickle, especially this season, going away from home. That anywhere you go, be it Celtic or Servco, is a tough ask. Going anywhere, and tonight, as much as Celtic fans will say, I don't watch their games and I don't watch their results. I had the cunts on flash score the full night. Aye, mate, just because I was always used to it.
Listen, do you know what, mate? I know a lot of people would be like, oh, what you doing fucking watching them? But see, at the end of the day, you're going to keep an eye on them. You're going to keep an eye on the results because we're trying to beat them in the league. Do you know what I mean? So see if you watch them, I don't care, mate. I think you're just scouting the opposition. But I stopped having any notice of them after I seen it. Penalty 2 Rangers after 4 minutes.
Aye, I've seen it. I've actually not seen the penalty.
Back in business.
I've not seen the penalty, so I don't know if any of the trips for the jungle gyms have seen the incident and if it is a penalty. A lot of the times you say, oh, another penalty for Rangers, but luckily enough for them, it tends to be that. But overall, Paddy, I thought first half the night, the Rangers game, the Motherwell game, the Aberdeen game was very, very similar. It's just the intensity is unbelievable for Celtic, mate. It is so good. Ralston, Taylor, Maeda, Jota, again, without trying to punt Jota to some other team. Jota isn't too good for Celtic because no football player in fucking world football is too good for Celtic. But he is far too good for this league. Jesus Christ, what a player he is, Paddy. Unfucking believable, man.
You can tell he's got a different level of quality, and that's what I was saying. Even when he's no playing at his best, you can still see that he's a game changer. And tonight was an example of that. He's not been at his best for the last couple of weeks, but that's no slight. But he scored 2 goals tonight. You know what I mean? He scored a winner again tonight. I'm just going to jump out of some of the comments now, Dale, before we miss it.
Go for it, mate.
John McCauley, Starfelt needs more confidence in his passing. He looks shaky in a physical battle as well. Nervy, but at least we move on here. Well, that was always going to be a thing tonight, wasn't it, with Ramirez?
I thought he looked a bit shaky in the first 5-10 minutes. But again, had a good game.
Yep. Fudd Roaster, geez, that was tough. We stroked the first half. Again, we gave the opposition hope and made it difficult. Yep. Mick, brilliant to see Jota back scoring goals again. Looks happy and at home in the hoops. Ronaldo, another win, guys. Another obstacle that every Hun kept hoping we wouldn't overcome. But well, sign of chaps. Who else?
That's it.
That's a good one for Fudd Roaster. Guys, you don't have to look back when you're top of the league.
Well, you do, because every cunt's coming from behind you, a Fudd Roaster. Sorry, mate.
Even a motor's got a rear view mirror. There's another one from Mick earlier on, just to touch on what you were talking about earlier. David Moyes has gone down in my estimation. Shocking decision and shows the lack of morals in English football. All about money.
I would agree, mate. And as I've spoke to Paddy and that, Moyes was a very big part of my life as a youngster growing up as an Everton fan and that. And I thought the way West Ham as a club have handled it, and I've seen a lot of stuff saying, oh, he only slapped a cat, he only punched a cat, he only kicked a cat and all that. And I'm going, it's 2022, man. The world, the eyes, Big Brother, man. Everybody's watching you, man. It's fucking disgusting. But listen, it's the Jungle Gyms podcast. Fuck West Ham. What's next on the agenda, Patrick?
Right, so how did you make Aberdeen's comeback? Obviously, the first half was indifferent for them. Celtic came out all guns blazing, as we have done, and recently, you know, we're tempo, we're directness, we're pressing game, everything's all there to be seen, mate. The speed, the aggression, we got it. We got the 2 goals early on. The first one came for Jota. I think it was a cross for O'Reilly.
Yeah.
The right hand side. He's cut inside, put a cross in. It's evaded everybody. The guy at the last post for the Aberdeens kind of hesitated.
Keeper as well.
Keeper as well. Jota's nipped in at the back, put it in. Great start, absolutely brilliant. Who scored the second one? O'Reilly. O'Reilly, aye.
My wee cousin.
Different spelling though. See that game with O'Reilly, mate. O'Reilly's left-footed, right, but he likes to drift out to the right-hand side and cut in, which he did so effectively during the game. And when O'Reilly got his goal, again, he was out more to the right-hand side, drifted into the centre. Sorry, a cross came in. Maeda actually
wins the ball. Ball comes back out.
Maeda done a kind of reverse header back to O'Reilly, didn't he? And he hit it. And fortunately for us, Master Bates was in the way of the ball.
Norman Bates.
Aye, fucking Norman Bates is fucking more.
They tried to smash Abada in the second half as well.
Aye, fucking prick. So luckily for us, mate, he was in the way, a wee deflection and a goal. O'Reilly, 2-0. Brilliant. Second half comes in. Aberdeen looked dead and buried. We came out, a different fucking setup with the Celtic side. We looked kind of as if we'd taken our foot off the gas, mate.
Yes.
There wasn't a tempo there. There wasn't that kind of same level of aggression, intensity. Aberdeen managed to claw back 2 goals. The first one came for Ramirez, and the second one was for Lewis Ferguson header.
Yeah.
But Ferguson scores a header, you think, oh God, here we go. This is going to be one of the nights. You're either going to drop points or get beat.
Aye.
And then what happens momentarily, up the park, Jota scores what turned out to be the winner.
Yes.
Right. What did you make of Jota's goal, mate?
The second goal, I thought, I think if you look back at it, you'll think it was lucky. I said to you, I thought he meant it. The keeper's obviously coming off his line, so he's hit the ball into the ground and it's been out of tap him. So I just think the guy is that skillful that he meant to do it. Going back to Aberdeen's second half performance, I think, as you say, we definitely thought the game was won. Possibly a wee bit too cocky, Paddy. Very possibly a wee bit too cocky and thinking 2-0, we're here. The game's won. So also a wee bit of credit to Aberdeen. They came at us, they drove at us, Hayes and Brown and that Ferguson, Ramirez. I can't mind the wee guy's name up the front, the black boy with the kind of dreadlocks.
Oh, is that the wee cunt that was diving about?
Looks a no bad player, to be fair.
I'll tell you.
Begins with a B, is it Bergwis or Bergwin or something like that?
No, that's a replacement Spurs.
Aye, it's his brother. But aye. So tip the hat.
Bazoyan.
Aye, Bazossi. Aye,
Sausage
casserole.
Aye, fucking believe that's.
I just think that you can tip your hat to Aberdeen because I think that's what most teams will need to do going forward to the end of the season to combat what Ange does with Celtic, mate. Aberdeen came at us. Scott Brown looked like a fucking 26-year-old tonight. His energy was so good when he was chasing back. Obviously, Lewis Ferguson's young, so I tip my hat to them. I just think the resolve of Angie's team, how he's got them set up, I can't see us losing, mate.
Well, I can't see us losing, mate, if we go into games being overconfident. Of course, we deserve to go into games confident, but when you, as you say, you start to get cocky and look overconfident, that can be a problem. And that's something that I said last night, or Tuesday, last night, was that we need to kind of respect Aberdeen in the sense that we can't go there and just think, we're going to turn up, we're going to win because we're playing so well. If we turn up and play well, we could win it, but it's not guaranteed. And
Aye.
that's what a couple of guys are saying in the comments. Kyle Cutwood, last season we lose that game in the second half, massive character.
Agree.
Fud Roaster, do you know why JJ was not even on the bench? No, nothing, mate. As I say, there was nothing.
He was in Magaluf with ball and goalie, getting his hole.
getting his whole up ball and goalie.
Well, aye, that's what I'm hearing anyway. Aye.
I don't know, mate. There was nothing said in the presser. There was no questions asked to Postecoglou, so I don't think it's anything too auspicious. Davey boy, how you doing, pal? Aberdeen take credit for our second half performance. 4 or 5 rushing at us off the ball in the first 15 minutes. Yep, absolutely. And you can see that they looked kind of deflated in the first half, but second half, obviously the manager must have given them a good old.
Anyway, Scott Brown's
roasting.
done that. Scott Brown's done that. Stephen Glass, again looking for the inside out, doesn't look like a guy. Even though if he had a voice, Paddy, and was shouting balling, he looks like one of the guys who just be like, shut up, you wee dick. But
I thought at half time Stephen Glass looked shattered. That was terrible, wasn't it?
Oh, mate. Aye.
All right, hold on. Who's this?
Oh.
Morris Craig. It took a deflected goal and an offside goal to win it. Fuck up.
Without being offensive, Morris, suck my balls, you prick.
Aye. By the way, his balls are freshly shaven, same as his face and his head.
Aye, mate. Aye. Just giving, mate. Get up, mate.
Minty, what's happening, brother?
Who's that? The cut off EastEnders?
No, shut up, you dick.
Dick Minty?
Hail, boys. Who would you be starting up front against Rafe Rovers? I'd be going with Jack Marcus.
Kenny?
Aye, I seen something today with them.
Kenny? Go for Kenny, man.
Andrew says that
fucking hard.
Kenny might be ready for first team action.
Aye. I think the thing is, you're obviously you want to win a treble now, Paddy, don't you?
Aye, and there's a comment that kind of ties in with that deal. Ronaldo, what team do you think will play at the weekend, considering we have the European game 4 days later?
Very good shout.
Aye, but again, like you don't want to be too confident that you can just change the entire team to play Rafe Rovers because it's a cup competition. Anything could happen. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you really probably could get away with maybe bringing on a Johnny Kenny. You said John Joe Kenny.
No, Johnny Kenny, I said.
No, you never said John Joe.
I've drank a bottle. Fucking piece.
No, it's just you. Fucking Everton.
Listen, he's fucking actually played a few games for us recently. I think Frank Lampard must be on the crack pipe, the cunt.
Aye, probably. Aye, who would we start? You did have a bit of a taste. I would be playing guys like Liam Scales. I'd maybe give Julian. I'd maybe give Julian a start.
Got to.
Or at least Stevie Welsh. I'd give Carter Vickers a break.
See with Carter Vickers, moving that again. So I can hear movement in the fucking household. See with Carter Vickers, I just don't fucking broken glass. Hey, boy, who's that share? Carter Vickers is he's so easy flowing and it doesn't look as if he needs a break. It doesn't look as if he needs a break.
I get you.
Never seen a guy at the back, and I'm not comparing it with Virgil van Dijk, but I've said it, and especially kind of around about the January time and the transfer window and that was on, Paddy, and I was like, I'm not trying to bum him up to get him sold, but no as if fucking cunts will listen to me and you and say, I better go and watch that Carter Vickers. Dale and Paddy know what they're talking about, but
well, you fucking should.
I know they should, but I've never seen him struggling. I've never seen him busting into a sprint. I've never seen him. He's the most comfortable centre back we've had since Virgil van Dijk. And as I say, I'm not comparing them. Do we need to rest him? I don't think so, mate. I thought tonight again, other than possibly the second goal, he could have maybe done a bit better. he's just an absolute fucking Rolls Royce centre half, mate.
Aye,
And
he's like a
could
fridge
possibly be the next big fucking 25-30 million pound player.
He's like a big fucking fridge with legs, isn't he? Just running about.
Mate, he's just unbelievable, man.
Do you know something? See, now you say something. I don't think I've ever seen him getting aggressive or like.
None, mate.
Nothing. Just all cool and calm, collected. But no, I think I would drop him. No, drop him. I would rest him. I'd either bring
Welsh and
Julian or
Julian.
Welsh. No. I'd play Starfield again. Keep giving him games. Keep letting his confidence go up. Midfield's a bit of a different one, isn't it? I think you'd need to play the likes of Beaton and I don't know. Maybe stick with Eddie.
Aye, possibly.
Gucci might be back.
If Gucci's back, then I think it's without being disrespectful to Rafe Rovers, it's not a nothing game. But if he's been training all week, then play him. Give O'Reilly a rest, probably a Hatate as well, and probably Calmac because that's three names I've just rhymed off, and you could play Gucci, Tom Rogic. And
Beaton.
if need be, James McCarthy or Beaton, aye. So the conversation for the last 12, 18 months is absolutely phenomenal. It is unbelievable where we are now as a club. But even me and you, Paddy, I think we done a podcast in, was it Boxing Day maybe? St Johnson? And the big boy was playing up front. And we were worrying about this and that. And now we're saying rest international midfielders and play other international midfielders. And rest international forwards and play other international forwards.
And this is when you can look at this stage and you can go back to the last game against Aberdeen, which was the 8th of October last year. And you look at the squad. And you look at the squad now and you can see how much depth you've got, how much... Aye, but it's not even just about depth. It's about how much quality that we've actually brought in. We can successfully rotate the midfield. We can rotate the forwards, and we're still churning out results. This is massive progression.
Aye, the quality's phenomenal, mate, and it's all down to Ange. But we still don't look as if we've got the backroom structure totally nailed down, as in the scouting system for the youth and the scouting system for whatever it may be. Andrew's brought in the Japanese players. Andrew's been the man that's brought in O'Reilly. Andrew's been the man that's brought in so many players. So we've got the sports scientist guy in. We've got the analysis in for Benfica. Big John Kennedy's still there. Laptop Stratton's still there. Stevie McManus is still there. Stevie Wood's got the same haircut as me, still there. So I think over the last 8 months, the jigsaw that looked like an absolute fucking shambles is coming together, mate. I think there's only another couple of pieces that's finished. That's the way I'm looking at it.
That's not a bad analogy, by the way.
Thanks very much, because if I had a bottle of wine and I'm on the Four Loco, so I'm doing no bad.
Aye, fucking sound local. No, you actually think about that. You imagine last season was like a jigsaw and some cuts just went like with the bolts, shoe cut together.
100%.
Big Ange just had to sit and put it all, you know.
Yep. 100%.
Here we go. We'll get back to the comments again.
Yes.
Where are we? John McCauley. GG to get a goal. Yep, that's exactly why I would play him against Rafe Rovers, because I think he needs a wee goal just to
good shout.
Bring himself back up. Even though he's played really, really well, he's done a hell of a lot of work.
Yep. I would agree with that as well.
Yep. Jonathan Loudon, not the cleanest of wins, but got the job done on the hoops. Absolutely. Ronaldo, Bain, Ralston, Welsh, Julian, Scales, Sorrow, McCarthy, Forrest, Mikey, Riley, Kenny.
Nah.
Put
that back up again, Paddy. Right, so Ronaldo, again, we all the comments on the Jungle Gyms, or if you've been on mine, we all love the comments and all that. What my disagreement is with this is, get into the Raith Rovers game as you go into a Bodo Glimt game and then you go into Dundee at home. Is that right, Paddy?
Yes, I think so.
Aye.
Double
So
check.
the only thing I disagree with that is, and I'm not totally disagreeing with you, by the way. I just think that you need a wee bit more consistency. So I think if you play a Bain, a Julian, a Scales, a Sorrow, a McCarthy, a Riley, and a Kenny, and then jump back into a big game midweek in a European tie. Obviously, they need a rest, but I don't think Ange is the type of manager that makes 8 or 9 changes. I think he'll make 5 maybe at the weekend, possibly 5. But I don't think I don't see the point in a Sorrow, Mikey Johnson. Don't see the point in them because I don't think they're going to bring anything to the table the rest of the season. So why play them? Why play them?
I think that's probably what Ronaldo's maybe getting at, is slowly to give the other first timers a rest, which
Yes.
it's a decent thought, but as you say, Ange's the kind of guy that will try and play the same 11 all the time. But hopefully, Dale, he's actually getting a bit smarter now and a bit street savvy that he can look at games like Raith Rovers and make adequate changes, because he's got a squad that's good enough to do that.
Aye, and I thought that the night that when he put on Giacomakis and somebody else, and me and your comments for 9 months ago, Paddy, I was always talking about where the fuck's Angie's plan B? Plan B, and we had so many debates about it. It was fucking unbelievable. And tonight, I thought when he put on Giacomakis and can't mind who else, but we started doing a wee bit of long balls. I'm going, that's his fucking plan B. He's listened to my fucking podcast with Paddy.
So there you go. There you go. Dale's impregnated Ange with his idea. It's took 9 months for this fucking plan B to grow and be born, and it's
yes, mate. Yes,
congratulations, Dale.
Yes, mate. Loving it.
Right. Back onto the comments again, Fud Roaster. What about the St Johnstone game against Kane? I think that was back to the conversation earlier on about Vickers kind of no showing a lot of emotion stuff. I know he was raging that day, but even at that, he wasn't going mental. He just he gives you that look.
Aye.
The same kind of face, you know what I mean?
Aye. Definitely.
Kyle Cutwood, give Vickers or Starfelt a game with Julian.
Aye. I think that's a big shout. I think that's a big shout.
I would go with Starfelt and give Vickers a rest. Joe Curran, the man. 3 points is all. 3 points is all that mattered. He'll keep it up, guys, on the show. 10 out of 10. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. Ronaldo and
Ben Doak.
Ronaldo again. Would you start Ben Doak?
Aye, fucking go for that, man. Definitely, mate. You're a product of the youth system, man. Go for it.
Here's a good comment for Davy Boy. Davy Boy should always come out with a good couple of comments, mate. Ange's a rotation manager, but hasn't had the squad for it until now.
Yes. I totally agree with that. And I spoke to the Down Under podcast guys, and they said they've kind of followed Ange through his Melbourne trip in Japan and all that. And Ange is a massive rotation manager when he's got a squad. So Davy Boy's 100% right. And what I spoke to with Jared, and that was on the Down Under podcast, was
he Portuguese? Jared?
Jared from Brisbane. Big Jared from Brisbane. But what Jared said was, if Ange's got a squad to rotate, he'll rotate, but it'll surprise you. Like, he's massively into his sports science. So he said you'll notice, like, if Jota's absolutely flying for 7 games and he scored 10 goals, he'll drop him the next game and he'll be like, every cunt's like, what's happening here? But Ange's so in touch with sports science and all these guys, it'll be like, how's he getting on? They wear all the fucking bibs and all that.
The wee bra.
Aye, his fatigue's a bit too high. This is too high. Like, okay, drop him. And he says you'll find that the fans will get to a stage and they'll go, what the fuck they dropped Maeda for? What have they dropped Jota for? What have they dropped Abada for? It's because Ange is massive on the sports sides and that. I don't know if it's as bad as fucking Paolo Di Canio, you know, like brown sauce and all that, but
Ronnie Dyer.
aye, not like fucking cheeseburgers with pickles on them. But
right, there's Ronaldo getting back to you. I agree with you, mate. I'm just thinking about now we have something to hold on to and getting our players back. Just thinking about saving players. If it was away, then maybe more cautious. So that's what I was saying. I think he's coming along the lines of saving players for a bigger occasion. Davey Boy, P.S. I don't think Julian plays for us again.
Oh, fucking hell.
He was one of the Frenchies causing issues last season.
What issues?
That's the first. Well, I heard that there was a few players causing it last season with Lennon, but that's the first I've heard of it with Julian. But if you've got any more info that you want to, that is way.
That's a bit of a shout.
Back up, Davey.
Aye, that's what we need.
They're John McCauley's team, Hearts for the weekend. Hart, Ralston, Julian, Starfelt, Scales, Gucci, O'Reilly, Beaton, Maeda, GG, and Forrest.
Aye.
Maybe Forrest.
O'Reilly plays anyway, whatever happens.
Aye, because of you cunt.
No, he spells his name like a fucking idiot, so.
Flood Roaster, is Gucci back fit? I'm not sure, mate. There's been kind of...
Trained.
There's been talk about it, and he's back training, but how long it's going to take him to get back to being fit, I don't know, buddy, but we'll see the weekend, see if he maybe makes a surprise appearance. Kevin Mullen, good up the good work, lads. Thank you very much, mate. Other 3 points to the hoops, march on.
Yeah.
There's Davey Boy. It was wanting away with Eddie and Jam. Well, as I say, that's the first I've heard of that, so
aye.
I can't really comment too much on it.
My screen's froze. I don't know about yours.
Nah, I can still hear you, mate. I can still hear you.
Nah, I can hear you. I can see your big fat head, but
it's fine, mate. Bother fucking ignorant.
You're froze. Like, I don't know. Looks as if you're having a tug and your tap's kind of pushed up. So looks as if you're tits and all.
I am not doing that.
I tell you, man, this should be a Friday chat, shouldn't it?
Thursday night. John McCauley, to be fair, we could change a full 11 and still be confident in the result and still save players for Europe.
Aye.
Absolutely. Ronaldo, Julian was solid. He was a goal machine. Yes, in a certain cup final he was, mate. Absolutely. But,
yes, 100%.
Oh, there's another one just came in as well. Elfin Priest, Maeda's touch is way off at the moment. Hopefully just sharpness. He has to be more than a pure athlete with that goal record. I see what you're saying. It does. I saw a few comments that was talking about Maeda and says that 1 week he can be the best looking guy in the world. He can look like a world class, and then the next week he can be absolute shite.
Yeah.
There might be some kind of in between on that, but listen, he does a lot of work off the ball. Do you know what I mean? Some of the balls that he chases down, the guy he's frightening. He's going to be a weapon this season. You can't expect it every game, so he's done enough so far, and he still looks as if he's positive. Fud Roaster again, Davey Boy. Fud Roaster replied to Davey Boy. Ange has mentioned Julian getting minutes when the opportunity arises. If he did cause issue last season, Ange seems to have given everyone a clean slate. Yep. And there's Ronaldo saying, Dale, you look as if you're having a chug in a freezer because you're froze.
Aye, I have, mate. I know. I said to Paddy, but he's patched me, so it's probably my...
It's your fucking internet up in the Highlands.
I know, mate. That's what happens up in your mains, you know what I mean? Fucking terrible, mate. Terrible. My actual full computer's froze.
That's all right, mate. Can still hear you. I'm going to wrap it up shortly anyway. So great win again for Celtic tonight. Absolutely crucial 3 points up Pittodrie. Hard place to go. Keeps us top of the league again.
Yes.
Yes. And if anybody didn't realise, it was a 2-0 victory to the Mutants over in Govan. There's Dale disappeared. Who's this? Cooking with Chef Di. Oh, how you doing, mate? Lads, I'm planning to travel to Parkhead on the 19th of March against Ross County. Japan play Australia on the 24th. Do you think the Japanese players will play against Ross County? Absolutely no idea, mate. I would imagine so. That gives them 3 days to travel because you've got a few Japanese guys in the squad. You've also got Tom Rogic. So you'd imagine the guys are going to play at some point. We've lost Dale, guys, so I think what I'll do. Oh, there he's there.
Fucking stick your fucking steam rag up your ass.
Hey, watch that language, you prick.
Sorry, you fat dick.
Shut up, you baldy cunt.
Just to let you all know that Paddy was up here helping me build my patio and that.
Oh, here we go. What is it?
Half a job, mate.
Half job.
Aye. Why? I'll see you on Friday, bro.
Aye, we'll sort that for you at the week, mate. Listen, mate. Absolutely brilliant result tonight. Delighted we managed to get a win. I'm still on tenterhooks the way it went, but absolutely buzzing.
Good result, mate.
Any final thoughts, mate, before we wrap it up?
I'm fucking off the internet again. I need to move from the mains, man. This is push.
Right, just going to wrap it up, troops. Listen, everybody, thank you very much for joining them in the comments. Brilliant interaction again with you all coming onto the stream. If anybody hasn't done it yet, jump on, hit that wee subscribe button because it does us a massive, massive favour getting the subscribes up. The more that we can do that, the more stuff, content that we can put. Today, myself and one of the other regular guys, Gav, we've done a podcast with a guy who actually works for Bodo Glimt, the opponents next week. So if you jump onto our YouTube channel, Jungle Jazz Podcast, jump on, have a wee look at that. It was a great bit of insight from Nicholas. Give us a wee bit of detail about the squad that we're going to be playing, the players as well, how they play. It sounds very exciting because they sound pretty much like for like, much like Celtic, the way that they attack and press. So jump on, give that a wee watch, guys, if you don't mind. Again, thank you very much for joining in. Going to call it a night, going to bed, happy man, because we're still top of the league, we'll beat the sheep. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. And we shall see you at the weekend when we do a post-match pod after the football on Sunday. So thanks very much, troops. Here